Hello, students. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at a tiny bacterium under a microscope and then compared it to a huge banyan tree or even your own body? The difference is staggering, right? But here's the fascinating truth: both are made of cells. Now, here's something even more interesting. The larger the organism, the greater the number of cells in its body. For example, a human body contains trillions of cells, but an amoeba, yes, that little creature floating in pond water, is made of just one. So the real question is, how many cells does life need? Well, the answer depends on the size and complexity of the organism. Every living being, big or small, is made up of microscopic cells. Some organisms are so simple that they are built from just one cell, like bacteria. Yet, others, like large plants and animals, are made from billions of them working together. Think about your own body. Right now, your red blood cells are carrying oxygen, your nerve cells are transmitting signals, and your skin cells are forming a protective layer, and all of these began from a single fertilized egg cell. This shows the beauty of biology. From one cell, an entire complex body can arise. Now let's zoom in on the simplest form of life, unicellular organisms. Definition: a unicellular organism is made of only one cell, but that one cell does everything necessary for life. It breathes, grows, reproduces, and responds to its environment. Take amoeba, for example. Under a microscope, you'll see it extend tiny finger-like projections called pseudopodia to capture food. Paramecium swims using cilia, bacteria divide rapidly to multiply, and Chlamydomonas has a tiny flagellum to move. Isn't it amazing? One single cell is behaving like a complete living being. Now, let's move to the other side of the spectrum, multicellular organisms. Definition: multicellular organisms are made of millions or billions of cells, each cell taking up a specialized job. For example, in humans, nerve cells transmit electrical impulses, muscle cells contract to allow movement, and gland cells secrete hormones. Plants, too, show this specialization. Xylem cells transport water, and phloem cells move food. Examples include volvox, rose plants, mosquitoes, mango trees, and of course, humans like us. Notice how multicellular life introduces the idea of teamwork. Just like a company needs different workers to handle different departments, the body needs specialized cells to handle different life processes. So how do unicellular and multicellular organisms really compare? In a unicellular organism, one cell is equal to the entire organism. It has to multitask, doing everything on its own. In multicellular organisms, there are many cells and they divide their work. This division of labor makes the organism far more efficient and capable of complex functions. From an evolutionary perspective, unicellular organisms are ancient and simpler, while multicellular forms evolved later to develop complexity. Visualize this: a paramecium swimming freely in pond water versus a human body powered by trillions of highly specialized cells. Both are alive, but their cellular organization sets them worlds apart. So, let's bring everything together. The number of cells in an organism depends on its size and complexity. The larger the organism, the more cells it has. Unicellular organisms like amoeba live as one cell, while multicellular organisms like us live as trillions. But here's the most fascinating part: whether it's a single-celled bacterium or the complex human body, the principle is the same: life is always cellular. So, the next time you scoop a drop of pond water or walk past a giant mango tree, remember this: both share the same secret of life, the cell. Some live as one, others as trillions, but all life is united by cells. Biology truly reveals the beautiful unity and diversity of life. Until next time, keep exploring and keep wondering because life, in all its forms, begins with cells.